I've had an interesting time, Cancer or Cancer Cross Watcher. By the way, happy birthday. Trying to get your message, not a hard time, just an interesting time. I just finished Gemini's, and this is actually kind of similar, believe it or not. It feels like it's connected. So I don't know if you're a cusp or Gemini, or you're dealing with the Gemini, or maybe it has nothing to do with Gemini, but similar to Gemini's. It's a bit different though. This, your message feels the interesting thing is it's actually very hard to pick up unless it's reversed. It's really hard to pick up on your energy. Your energy is almost somebody's is, unless it's, again, did I already say that? It could be reversed, but maybe not. I'm going to say it to you. I cannot pick up on your energy at all. In fact, that tells me that either you don't give a damn and you just, like, you don't give a damn, or no, it really feels like you don't give a damn. Like I genuinely feel like there's, which is interesting for you. So that's why I think it could be reversed. But I don't want to say that because I could come off as like hateful, But I don't think, unless somebody is upset here. But it almost feels like I couldn't. No, I don't. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. Let me just channel for a minute. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. I'm not mad. I'm not. It's almost like I can hear somebody's thoughts. I don't feel anything. But is it that somebody doesn't feel anything? Because sometimes you can say you don't feel anything, and really it's just that you're like suppressing. Is this suppression here? It could be suppression of anger. There could be someone here that's actually a bit like, have you ever said I don't feel anything, I don't care, but it's actually just a way to protect yourself in a way? Like maybe you actually don't care at this point, or at some point, when you get to this level, or this point rather, but what drove you to not care? Did you never care, or was it that you cared greatly and it proved to be harmful to you to care? You know what I mean? Because another person here, or it feels like another energy here, how they feel is they're almost acting like they don't care at times. But honestly, you cut them deeply, which I got in Gemini's. You actually cut them deeply, like and how you are, your energy, it's like they can feel this. They can absolutely feel this. And or maybe they know, maybe you've said something. You could have said something publicly, you could have said something out loud, you could have said something on the internet. I don't know, you've said something, or I don't know, I'm hearing and I meant it. So you did say something. Or if you didn't say it outright, it's just obvious. Whatever you did, however you act, whatever you've done, I don't know, but it's definitely felt, seen, heard, translated, conveyed. They get it. And I would say this is like a hard pill to swallow, no matter how someone acts, which is very similar, I'm telling you, to Gemini's message. You might want to watch that. No matter how someone is appearing, or even if they're not appearing anyway, like just straight-faced, it's not true. Yeah. So I'm going to use an example. I'll use a couple of different ones. Let's say you're in a relationship. I don't feel it, honestly, for the majority of you, but if you are in a relationship here, this could be a relationship where it would make more sense if they had been together a while, because it feels like the honeymoon phase is kind of over. And it's like, yeah, we have moments of passion. Yeah, we have sex, maybe. But we are, like, is this really love? Or is it just that we're together because we've had a child, or we've gotten pregnant together before, or we get drunk and we think we're in love? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, are we really in love? Do we really connect? Do we even get each other mentally? Like, I more come from a heart space and you more come from a head space. And I just feel like we're speaking two different languages, although we speak the same one, or although we have the blah, 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 or though we know each other well, or what, but it's like this two people who are almost just so different, but yet stay together and will continue to probably stay together for whatever reason. Money, children, the whole 9 yards, I don't know. Could be a lot of factors. My nose itched, so I hit something there. But maybe age. Sometimes people use age as a reason to stay with someone. There we go again. Because it's like, well, I'm too old, I want to start over. I don't know. But let's say it is a relationship for some of you. I'll get other scenarios too. I would say this is probably, which is to me a waste of time. But again, I'm not living anyone's life here, but I think it's a complete waste of time to stay with someone that you're not really in love with. But I see that happening. I can see it. I can see people here being together that are not really in love, and perhaps one individual is like, it's clear to the other one that they're not really in love with them. You can say the words all day, but it's clear, you know what I mean? Vice versa. And then the other one here is it's just almost like convenience. Now, let's get off that. Let's say it's an ex situation. You have an ex here who's like, I wish you let me back in. You were actually really good to me. Although, let me tell you something. Even if you were to let this person back in, how many times did you let him back in, you know? Or give him second chance after second chance? Why am I getting alcohol strongly here? It's almost like I can smell it, but I can't smell it. And usually I can get a smell. I'm not getting the smell here, but I'm getting, I don't know, what's something to do with alcohol. There we go again. For some. But it's like, I want back in. Like, it reminds me a lot of Geminis. This one, if it is an ex, they know they fucked up. So, unless it's reversed, they know they did. And it's like, I wish you'd let me back in. And you're like, not by the hair of my chinny chin chin. I would never. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you won't be nice or kind to this person, especially if there's children involved, or just like whatever. You're just kind like that. But you know, maybe you really loved them. But I'm telling you, you're going different places in your life. I'm hearing accomplished, and they're almost like a room with no windows and no doors and no colors. Isn't there like a torture? Wasn't there like something to do with like a way to torture people? I don't know if they do this modern day or if it was but I feel like I've heard something about putting somebody in a white room, not the movie, but like an actual torture tactic that they would use for people, where they put them in a white room with nothing and that would drive them mad. I feel like this is the type of person that over a period of time would drive you mad. And this is precisely why you're probably not with them now. That's for those of you who are single. They are, like, as much as they think that they love you, as much as they want you and want you back, or want to stay at least in your life somehow, talking, or they, you know, whatever, they're actually, this person, I don't want to say they're never going to be happy, but they feel they're like a downer. They're a downer. I'm hearing straight no chaser. Something to do with alcohol with this person. And I pick up on alcohol easily because y'all know I'm a recovering alcoholic. So I can always pick up on somebody who has a little bit too much to drink, or if it's not alcohol, it's something. It's something that may have to be chased. So possibly something taken. Anyways, now let's say it's family. If there's family here, same type energy, still same thing. I would say more so, unless it's somebody you still have in your life, but you've since become distant to this person. But still, do they do anything? I mean, they're not really invested. They're not really there. They're there, but they're not there. Now, if this is someone you done cut off, they were never really there. They were never really present. What do they actually know about you? You know? Now, some of you may say, no, I'm actually very close to my family. It's not my family. It's one of these. Or it could be a friend. You know? How many times have you lost friends? You thought you were the friend. But were they? Were they really ever genuinely, you know what I mean? Okay, well, some of you, I don't know how this goes, which way, reverse it if you need to. Has there been a friend here ever, like friend, where it's like, oh, we're friends, you know, but I want more, I love you, like I have feelings for you, I'm in love with you, but I feel like you're shut off, like you don't even really care about me in that way? How about that? Because that, yeah. Something ended before it began, or just as it was starting to get good, or feelings were starting to be involved, or just as soon as somebody started to fall, it's like, I'm going to shut off my heart and protect it because I'm not getting from you what, I don't know, unless somebody here was playing games. But if somebody wasn't playing games, perhaps it was that somebody wanted more than another person wanted. One thing's for sure that every scenario has in common. There's definitely one person who is, I want to say, checked out. Even for people in relationships, somebody here is checked out. They can be physically there. For some they are, some they're not. I don't know. But they are really like, their attention is not there. And has it ever been? I don't know. Somebody's not there. It's like, I don't feel it. I don't feel them at all. I feel them, but I don't feel them. And I'm not saying they're wrong for this. Some people do that to protect themselves. It's almost like dissociation, disassociating. It's an interesting energy, I gotta say. Sometimes people dissociate to protect themselves, you know. Business people, a lot of times you have to do this. Like, I'm hearing something about don't mix business with pleasure. There could be something to that. But it's like, sometimes you have to. So it could be a business person here in some way, or I don't know, it just seems really hard to like enter someone's inner like energy, someone's auric field. It's hard to get in there because they're very, or you, somebody's very hard to read. But it doesn't mean that it's they have no feelings. It's just there's a reason they're hard to read, or there's a reason that they are the way they are, unless they have an addiction, because that can definitely contribute to this mix-up of energy, like not really knowing how to read somebody, because what are you reading? Like what are you getting from them? What are you feeling? Whom is in charge of that person? You know, what is in charge of that person at the time? So yeah, it just feels like someone is very what's that called? Distracted. They're entirely distracted, unless somebody has learning disability here, which I do, so I totally understand the distraction. Feels like someone's completely distracted in a relationship, in a family, or they were in the past, like just distracted. Always their main energy is on other things. Again, I'm not, this could be you, it could be someone else. I'm not saying it's wrong, my titty itched. But it's as if, or it appears as if there's something else more either important, or it has this person's attention the majority of the time. But again, I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with that. Maybe it's just a different type person. Maybe this is someone who... Now, there would be something wrong with that if you're in a relationship, though. You know what I mean? What would be the point? That would suck. That would suck to be in a relationship where it's like just for convenience and for financial reasons and for belief reasons and whatever else. You know what I mean? When you're like not even really there. Like, I don't see the point in that, but that's just my opinion. It's just my humble opinion. It's all right. We're going to go, guys. That's what I've got for this message. It's interesting. I don't know what I'm going to title it. but we'll figure it out. So, all right, Cancer, again, happy birthday to you guys. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.